Not every truth wants to be revealed. Are you ready to open the file? If military radar doesn't know what is flying in the sky, then what exactly is happening above us? Radar was built to detect everything: aircraft, missiles, drones, even birds. But sometimes, on that green radar screen, a signal appears, a small bright, no identification code, no flight record, no aviation plan. And when that happens, the military can only write one word: unknown. Many people think radar works like a camera, but it doesn't. Radar cannot see shapes. It doesn't see wings. It doesn't see the body of an aircraft. It doesn't see lights. Radar only sees data, a reflected signal, a moving point, a speed, a direction, an altitude. To a radar system, every object is just numbers. And when those numbers don't match any known data, it becomes a problem. Civilian radar is designed for one purpose: air traffic management. It tracks commercial aircraft using identification signals and flight data. But military radar operates on a completely different level. It is more powerful, more precise, and far more sensitive. Military radar can detect very small objects, objects flying at low altitude, targets that are trying to avoid detection. It was built to detect threats, so when military radar says, "We don't know what that is not a normal situation." In many cases, the object appearing on radar has no identification code. It does not respond to the IFF system. It is not listed in any flight plan. It does not match aviation data. It's not a civilian aircraft. It's not any known military aircraft. It is simply a signal, a bright point, moving across the radar screen. The military records the data. Experts analyze the speed, the altitude, the flight trajectory, but sometimes the final result is still an empty space. Many people immediately think of aliens, but psychologists say the real fear doesn't come from that. The greatest fear comes from uncertainty. Humans are most afraid when they don't know what they are actually seeing. A strange signal on radar is not just a mystery. It is a question about the system, about the technology, about the limits of human understanding. For the military, this is not just a strange story. It is a matter of national security, because if an object can appear on radar with no identification, no data, no origin, then the question is not just, what is it? The real question is, Where is the system blind? What managed to slip through the most advanced surveillance network in the world? We believe the skies are under control, that everything flying above us is being tracked, but when military radar cannot identify an object, that belief begins to shake, and a question appears: if the military doesn't know what is flying above us, then who is controlling the sky? Radar detects the signal, the military records the data, scientists analyze it, but sometimes the answer remains out of reach, because perhaps the greatest mystery is not the object, not the radar, but the limits of human understanding. The mystery is not in the sky, it lies in the limits of humanity. The truth is still hidden.